Hello, I'm DRoger, General Counsel for the Las Vegas Police Protective Association. In this segment and the three following segments, I'm going to talk to you about the community caretaking doctrine. Some officers have misconstrued the community caretaking doctrine and believe that it is a blanket exception to the search warrant requirement, which allows them to go into people's homes. What you will find in this segment and the following segments is that the community caretaking doctrine only applies to emergency situations. And so in this segment, I want to talk to you about Metro Policy 5/200. And I'm going to read a few segments out of here to help you understand that this policy can be confusing. And in the end, hopefully, you'll understand what the community caretaking doctrine means. And so the policy defines community caretaking search as a non-investigative entry into a structure or curtilage to satisfy a legitimate community concern. And the policy goes on to explain what the department believes is the community caretaking doctrine. Section 3.1 says, courts recognize, quote, check the welfare, unquote, situations as a distinct and non-criminal investigative function of law enforcement. These interactions are justified under the community caretaking doctrine, parens emergency aid doctrine. They are totally divorced from the detection, investigation, or acquisition of evidence relating to the violation of a criminal statute. The officer's intent and motivation must be to save life or render aid. The facts and circumstances must objectively support the officer's belief that someone is in distress. If the investigation reveals facts to indicate a crime has been committed, the officer may transition to a criminal investigation. An entry into a structure conducted under the community caretaking doctrine is limited scope and must be timely and directly related to life safety. If the search reveals that no life safety issues exist, officers must stop searching immediately. The LVMPD values life and expects officers and supervisors to conduct investigations by talking to the person reporting, obtaining witness statements, and evaluating these situations based on the facts and circumstances to ensure the need for life safety and assistance. The non-criminal nature of this type of investigation allows officers to enter onto curtilage and or make entry into a structure. Officers who enter a structure will update details in CAT. While some courts have taken a more expansive view of the community caretaking doctrine, it is policy of LVMPD to limit this doctrine to welfare checks and certain traffic stops, i.e. officer stops someone for driving slow because of the suspicion that the driver may be in medical distress. Wrong. It's important to understand that the community caretaking doctrine is simply that. It is a doctrine. It is a rationale for courts to allow warrantless entries into buildings or residences and vehicle stops that are not based upon reasonable suspicion. This notion that you can go and do a warrantless entry just to check someone's welfare is not accurate. It is not consistent with the U.S. Supreme Court decision in Brigham City versus Stewart. It's not consistent with the Nevada Supreme Court decisions. And so, as you watch these videos, be very, very mindful that there is no blanket exception for you to check someone's welfare. And when we get to a DV call type of situation which was addressed in the Nevada Supreme Court decision, I think you will rethink the way you handle DV calls and family disturbance calls. And so this is just an introduction, but understand that you cannot enter a residence simply to check someone's welfare. You have to have a true emergency. Thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video.
111, 110.